Right from beginning, I always felt I wanted the independence, the air of doing things. I do not want to report anybody. I read very good reports. Like whatever is happening today, whether you take Power BI or this thing, like we used to manage that in 80s manually and through the basic reports which were there. I feel is that the journey you have to be prepared for the journey. I believe in destiny, and I feel that I am destined to be here and do whatever is required to be done. The last day, I showed them a drawer full of pencils. He said that this is a luxury. So the Pencilman was born on that particular moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of the Be Your Own Boss podcast by Sunrise International. And this episode of the Be Your Own Boss podcast is brought to you by Ad Hoc Gulf. Ad Hoc Gulf is a software company that develops customized ERP solutions, websites, mobile apps, and customized solutions for your business. And if you would like to be a part of the Be Your Own Boss podcast, and if you'd like to sponsor an episode or come as a guest, comment below or just go to sachinacharya.com and you'll be able to contact me from there. So, on the podcast here, on the Be Your Own Boss podcast, we've been talking to so many entrepreneurs, so many businessmen, businesswomen, and we have seen how they have succeeded in life. But today, we're going to talk about something totally beyond that business success. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest this week is the Pencilman of UAE, Mr. Venkat Krishnamoorthy, who holds a record, a Guinness World Record of collecting the most amount of stationaries in 24 hours for children. Now, that's not the highlight, actually. Even the Guinness World Record that's just one more thing in his one more feather in his cap. He also holds the Guinness World Record of collecting the most amount of pulses for when he were helping Red Crescent for Somalia, and there are so many such community work that he does. The key point here, his motto is "Seva is Dharma," and small gestures make big difference. So, with such noble thought, let's welcome Mr. Venkat on the show. Venkat sir,
Namaste.
thank you so much for taking out time and coming on the Be Your Own Boss podcast. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for inviting me to the podcast. Yeah.
Sir, like we always do on the Be Your Own Boss podcast, let's start with your journey right from the beginning. So if you could just tell us about your background, like tell us about where were you born, where are you from, about your parents, your siblings.
I am born in a middle class family with four siblings in a family. My father was working in a private company as more as a accounts assistant. That is post we can say that it is that or a stores assistant. And my mother was a homemaker. The childhood actually it is in Mumbai, Chembur, and there is a place called Tilak Nagar within Chembur, where I was born. And my mother always felt that education is the best of wealth, and that is the thing we have to focus on. So we went to aided school, Saraswati Vidyalaya in Chembur, and wherein the fees was 5 rupees at that point of time in that, and it increased like every year. It will increase by 1 year when the and we did the old SSC. That is what we did. I was good in my studies, and I got a distinction at that time. And I joined Podar College in Matunga. And I thought that I should do all the thing in finances. And I'm a chartered accountant and a cost accountant. And I always felt is that you have to succeed in life. That is what is most important thing. And my mother always felt that education will bring you success. So with that philosophy, we worked on that. And after I became a chartered accountant, I told myself is that I do not want to work under anybody. I will be doing everything on my own.
So, like, was that like that a thought that came after, or earlier in the childhood also? Did you have that kind of a
Right from beginning, I always felt I wanted the independence, the air of doing things. I do not want to report anybody. Even in my own home, the way I used to be there, I was always on my own. I used to dictate terms which is there, which may not be a good thing today when I think of today, because I was eating only chapati, though our home is more rice oriented.
Yeah.
But my mother has to prepare specifically for me when I'm there.
Were you the youngest?
No, I was the second
second
sibling.
of the four.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
which is there. But I was always, what do you say, more outright on my whatever I want and other thing.
Yeah.
And even in the whole family, I'll say that even when I visit anybody, that is one thing they took care that which is there, which actually, I will say that is not the right thing to do, because as you feel is that they have got their own limitations to do that. To make a chapati, it takes a lot of effort. And whenever I used to go out in the afternoon, my mother will ask whether you are going to come back. I will say that today I got an appointment. I will come back late. But it so happened that my appointment would get cancelled, and my mother at 1 o'clock will be standing outside talking to the neighbor. Suddenly, she will look at me coming home. She will immediately rush to the kitchen and start making chapati. Chapati, I feel, is that it is my attitude. I feel is that is that in a way that attitude is very good when you want to succeed in life, which is because you are putting forth whatever is there, and with divine guidance and intervention, things happen. So that is what thing. So 84, I started my practice in Mumbai, and 87 I had a partnership firm, and we were doing this. 88, I got married, and my marriage was also I gave a advertisement in Times of India, where I said is that I want to have a professional as my this thing, preferably a chartered accountant, which is there. There are 40 parents who sent their details of their daughter, and my father-in-law also sent the detail of Neela. And when I saw the detail, she had done IT at that time, a D-base at that point of time, which I feel is futuristic. So I said that I would like to marry this girl, because all other parameters are, I feel, is that was the same. But my mother looked at something different. I always say that my mother is a life consultant, and she looked at the details which have been said. She said that actually 5 daughters. That is the first thing. She's the third daughter. And my father-in-law was a businessman. And in our this thing, everybody is in good position in various companies or in government and other thing which is there. She said that whether we should need to go. I said that no, if I want to marry, I would like to marry this girl.
Her technical skills was an important factor in your decision making. That
Well, I will put it this way: I was always futuristic. Whomsoever you marry, the love and affection, it depends on the person, both of us, which is there. This is an added thing which was there. So when I got engaged itself, I was a consultant to companies. So at that time, the Sanders Group, I was the consultant. So at that time, the vice president said is that actually very good, but there are a lot of precautions you have to take when you are marrying and want to work together. So we went after we got engaged. We went to Juhu Beach. At that time, while walking, we said that we'll be 24/7 together. That is what was the thought process which we had. She also agreed to that idea, and the vice president said that you should have proper demarcation in your work, which is there. So that I said that I will not do anything, any coding. I will only bringing business is my role, bringing network, because I am good in networking. I said that I will bring on the table everything and you take a call whether we can do or not do, which is there. So that is how my I will say that 37th year of marriage. We are on that. We are together, and we have worked on that.
Yeah. At this point, I want to tell something to the audience. By the way, when I asked Venkat sir that, I want to interview you on the show, and I invited him, he said, the first thing he said that, I'm not going to do it alone. My wife will also come with me, and we will do the interview together, because she's my partner. She's, not just my life partner. She's always with me. That was such a sweet thing. Unfortunately, today, ma'am could not come because she has another appointment. That's why we're doing this interview alone. But it was, I was very touched by that gesture. You said that, I will also bring my wife with me.
Yeah. I always normally I prefer that way. At least she is around me, which is there, because she can give you better inputs, which is there. So
Yeah.
her inputs are valuable. I will put it this way, that she is my friend, philosopher, and guide in my life, which I accept in 100% on that, which is there. Because one thing is that I am more, what do you say, ambitious, I'm impulsive. She is more practical, more logical. So I feel the world has to have a balance for both. So that is most important thing which is there.
The proper, Shiva Shakti balance, right?
Yeah.
Now, I want to go one step back here and talk about that aspiration. You said that you wanted to not work under anybody. You wanted to be your own boss, right? Be like, the right channel we're talking about.
Right.
So be your own boss. Now, coming from the kind of family background, like, it's not like you had a huge amount of wealth and this that you can inherit a lot of money from your parents. Also, 4 siblings, right? There are other this also. So financially, I'm not sure how was it that you get a huge amount, because usually when we want to start a business, right, we want to start earning. We've finished our studies, we want to start earning, right? We reach a point where we have to bring in money now. We have to go and earn money now. And you can either do a job where you will start getting salary next month onwards. If you start a business, then you will need some money to set up the business, right? How did you manage that part?
I feel it was a zero investment, because I am a chartered accountant. And our this thing is more on relationship. The whole practice happens, and luckily, I will say that I'm very very lucky person. I'll put that way there. First year after I qualified, my mother said that you have to take a job. I said that I don't want to work for anybody, which is that. I said that even if I have to take, I should have a relaxed time for myself, which is there, which I thought the practice will provide. So my mother used to whenever she will take the newspaper, and she'll say that so much nice this thing has come.
Oh.
At that time, a finance controller or finance manager was earning between 3,000, 4,000 rupees to 6,000 rupees, which was there.
Mm.
I will put it this way: I will be one of the luxurious person and luckiest person. I told myself is that I will seek out. Luckily, there was an opportunity which came as a consultant for me, and I took up that risk. And my luck was so good is that within a span of 1 year, I was earning much more than the financial controller over there. And so 84 to 87, that is what was the space which we went through. But I feel you have to, it is a risk you are taking, and the reward comes. This thing, if you are not getting that reward, you should be prepared for that which is there, and you should think at that point of time. I will say that I was lucky since I was earning more than them. And I will say that various luck plays an important factor. I was standing in a bus stop, and one of my known person, he said that there is a certification which is required in my company. Normally, I carry everything in my briefcase, which is that I'm always ready for my work anytime. So I went over there. The managing director felt is that I should do the tax audit. Tax audit was introduced at that point of time. And she felt that I should do, though normally they go for the bigger organization. She felt I should do that. So the luck plays an important factor.
You got
which
your
is there.
client there.
Then another factor which came is that the cooperative society audit. Actually, initially a charter owner was given 10 audits at that point of time. 86 or 87, they released the audit that because many audits were not completed, they could not this thing. So I was asked to do that. So in Chembur, I got many pending audits which are there. So like that, I will say that I was prepared to take any assignments, and I was ready to do that. Consultancy is my forte because I'm a cost accountant also.
Yeah.
So I was more working as a management consultant just there. Yeah.
And did you hire someone also to assist you?
Yes, we always had a team based on the requirement of the day,
Okay.
which is there, because certain things are specialized, which is there. 87, I entered into a partnership.
Okay.
So one of the partner is specialized in taxation, another was in audit, and I was good in consultancy. So we started working together from 87 onwards.
And once you got married, you started.
88 again, like I will say that we had a discussion that which is there, and again I took a risk. There was a woman entrepreneur loan was given by the bank.
In 1988.
1988, yeah. So we applied a loan, and one of the rooms of my home, we had actually it was a small home, but we converted into like my residence as well as my stay, my bedroom as well as my office. Like the bedroom will be converted at night, but during the day we had two computers and printers. We had one of the most expensive XTs we had bought at that time, 80,000 rupees. We had paid, and a printer at 45,000 rupees, two XTs, and the bank funded that project which was there. And the first year that I had a division for her, the IT division was handled by entirely by her, and I was more focusing on my consultancy, which was there when I was in India. So we had a woman entrepreneur and a woman team for her. Around 10 girls were working at that point of time. So we always felt is that they are steady in their hand and other thing, and for her to manage also is more easier for that. So I was involved only in the business in India, only in bringing business. Even today, I that is my role. The day-to-day affairs is always handled by her, which is there.
So 88, you got married. You started this one. And when was your son? Or your son is elder or daughter is elder? When
We 88 to 92. Actually, we were in India. Actually, there was no childbirth at that time. There was quite a few for us. The childbirth was a difficult area for in our life, which was there. And the 91 she conceived, which is there. Actually, before that we had come to Dubai. Her father had an interest in a business over here, so we came to computerize that business over here. And we found that actually there was a very good opportunity for her. And her father-in-law's partner said is that you do not bother about the finances. I'm ready to invest on you. It is your business. But only you have to repay what I'm giving you, which is there. So I said that why not I take a risk. So I took a risk. But at that point of time, my wife had already conceived. 92 beginning this thing. 92 October I came here, and 93 she was expecting. And we gave the childbirth over here, and I was the only person who managed the childbirth along with her.
When you're running your business, your wife is also very heavily involved because she is running the IT business, right? And usually women take a motherhood break sometime, when because there is not many people. When you're living here, it's just you and your wife, right? That time is it's a difficult time for a lot of the viewers who are watching this, and I'm asking on their behalf, right? A lot of women who are watching, right? And they usually take a motherhood break. Now there are two challenges in that. I mean, if you take a motherhood break, if you have to, then who will manage the business? And also, then once you take the break, when you come back, then how do you manage?
She was always, I will say that, passionate about work. Even today, I will say that more than me, she is passionate about work. Actually, she always, even today, she is devoting almost 8 to 10 hours for various, whatever is there, apart from the At that point of time, since we came here, we did not have an option. At that time, like nobody could come at that point of time for the delivery. But she was actually, her father always used to say is that the divine takes care of everybody. If your child has to be born in a place, the thing that will happen at that point of time, and so I feel is that he will take care. My mother used to say is that in any construction site, you will see a pregnant woman carrying bricks and a mother with a small infant
Yeah.
on her backside carrying the brick. If they all can deliver for you, you're going to a country which is quite forward, and there is various things which is available. There is a lot of support which is available.
Yeah.
So they said nothing to worry, and they gave us the confidence. Like our parents, both the parents, they gave us the confidence that you need not worry on this aspect. So,
Yeah. Yeah, that's very it's an inspiring thing, and that's a good point. Like, if construction workers, they manage that, and it's possible. It's just that how you see it, right? It's all about the attitude. So then you started, like, you moved to Dubai and you set up the company here with the help of the partners.
I said that I will do everything which is required to be done. It is not a smooth journey at the beginning. The reason I will say is that the place is not known to me. Only a survey it showed there is a lot of potential. But when you are when you go on the ground, actually it's quite difficult, which is there. I was ready to do anything. One of my client was participating in the property show. He said that, can you manage our all the visit and everything which is there? So we had an agreement and we did that. Luckily, another client of mine, this thing, they opened an office in Sharjah. Say they wanted me to oversee their accounts department. So that happened. Another, my father-in-law's close friend and customer in Kenya, he had come to Dubai, and he said that actually I had an informal talk with him. He came to the office without seeing anything. He had so much amount of trust on us. He said that, can you come and computerize the whole of our, it is a big group, whole of our group which is there. Can you come for 6 months? So we decided that we will go for 6 months over there, Kenya, which is there, and we did the whole system. We were traveling. We kept the visa in the office and residence, everything. We used to travel up and down at that point of time. And I will say that I was more of an advisor to that this thing, because I read very good reports. Like whatever is happening today, whether you take Power BI or this thing, like we used to manage that in 80s manually and through the basic reports which were there.
Yeah.
So that was a good breakthrough. After we came back, again we were working this thing. We had few clients at that time, and I feel is that the journey, you have to be prepared for the journey. I believe in destiny, and I feel that I'm destined to be here and do whatever is required to be done.
Wow. And how did the journey of being the Pencilman? How did that journey start? Like the schools, the stationery.
See, everybody gets messages to them through their internal thing which is there. Whether you may call it the message from the divine, or whether you are internally you are able to work on that, and your body, mind, and soul gives that message. 2009 December at night, I got this thing that you have done good for the businessman. Now you should think about doing something for the community. This was the thing which was there. So early morning when I got up, I told my wife, this is the message. She said, this is one of the best thing to happen in your life. She said that, yes, you are making millionaires, multimillionaires. So why don't you think about bringing smiles to the children around? This was her thought which is there. Then I went to Mumbai and I went to hospitals. I went to orphanage. I went to old age home. I could not see the pain. Then I went to a friend of mine was an advisor to a NGO over there. So they had a product division. And since I was good in cost accountancy, I said that I should make it profitable and they should have a self-sustained model which is there. So that was my first thing I started off. A friend of mine who runs a free school, his name is Raghavan and Aruna. They run a free school in named Shikshayatan in a village called Arsangadu. He's also a chartered accountant. And my wife and Raghavan did articles together. And he moved to that village, leaving Mumbai, a cushy life. He was a director in various companies. That is what was the thing. We moved in 92 to that village. I moved in 92 to Dubai. We never had any connection till 2008. 2009, beginning of this thing, the company where he was a director, they had some investment over here. They wanted somebody to do the next day an assignment. So I was so thrilled that what a divine guidance I got to that. So next day I went to and did that assignment. But I had a chance of communicating with Raghavan on a regular basis. And then we said that actually like I always used to feel is that any person who can go from a city to a village and can continue doing your own profession as well as do community service and change a village. Actually, that was his mission. And so he established a school over there. And there, 7 children were going to Scotland for an art exhibition. And I said that when you are going to Scotland, 2009 July, I said that why don't you come to Dubai? And I would like to take care of you for everything, which is there. I said that only I won't keep you in hotel. I will keep you at my home because I want to understand more about a village. I've never visited a village at that point of time. Just then. So they agreed to that. 7 children came with Aruna and Raghavan, and myself, my wife, my children. We were all stayed this thing. Every room, like girls one room, the seniors one room. Like that, we had boys one room. Like that, we had this thing. And I never knew that I have so much goodwill in the market. I always felt that I'm a chartered accountant and more of a businessman. But I feel that we create so much amount of goodwill because I always went an extra mile in doing anything. Not only we are doing software, any advice anybody wants, I used to be with them. So even today, my clients from 92 and my Kenya client, all are good friends of mine. And even they come and meet me whenever they are in Dubai, and which is and 7 children, this thing, they came there, and it was a very good 3 days. Was went off with a lot of people contributing. Some of my clients are more into tourism, so the tourism client gave one person gave me bus, one person gave me desert safari, all free of cost. I said give it at cost because 2009 was a lower period was there.
Yeah.
So they said that you don't have to bother about that. You are doing so much good. We would like to support. So the last day I showed them a drawer full of pencils. He said that this is a luxury. So the Pencilman was born on that particular moment. And I I always feel that anything you have to create awareness for this thing. I sent SMS to the consulate, to the media, to all my contact base, which was there, and email to all of them. I was lucky. I will say that again. I will say that I just started off, which is there on June 21st was my birthday at that time. I was turning 50 at that point of time. That is the day was the thing, the transition happened in me. Gulf News took up the article and it came on the fourth page on 15/9/2009, which I will say that it is thankful to them, which is there the because it came along with the metro, which was launched on the 9/9/2009,
Yeah,
which was
that was the
there.
metro launch. Yeah.
So everybody saw that article. It is more than a quarter page, half page article came, which is there, and my photo was there. Everything was there. And many of the schools said that actually it's very good. So they got in touch with me. So that is how the whole
And that's
journey
in
started.
that article they gave you the title The Pencilman.
No. So the first this thing that came. Then the article came this thing in Friday magazine.
Okay.
Another reporter, she felt that actually I should write this thing, an article on him, and she wrote an article. This thing that he brings smiles to the children. What is when a child, the first thing it takes a pencil, it scribbles. Everybody is happy. So Venkat brings that happiness to everybody, which is there. So he is bringing an happiness to the less privileged, and he is the pencil man.
Wow.
So I thought that actually that is my this thing. So I say that there is a Superman, Batman, all are figures which are imaginary, but there is a real pencil man before you.
Wow. Fantastic. Wow. This is a very important point that you brought here. Like you said, when they looked at the pencil and they said, this is luxury, right? What is just a small thing for somebody can be a luxury for somebody else. And that is where I think your point of small gestures, big difference come in, right? If you're able to just, how much will it cost to donate a pencil or
the main the thing, it is a reuse project. We all talk about reuse. At the time, reuse was just started. I'll put that way. I will put that as that every back to school, we buy for our children stationery, bags, all the thing what is required, even though we have a good one at home. Because the child wants something new to be taken to the school. And when you lose one color pencil, you buy the whole box of pencil. So the 10 or 9 or 11, it lies in their hand. So I felt is that that is one thing which is required. So I collected in the first initial stage almost 80 kilos of stationery, which was there. And all of us are going to India. I said that I will take it along with me to India. I approached because since I have this thing, Air India gave us 40 kilos of additional luggage free of cost. Oh. When I went to Mumbai, when whole suitcase was opened, they said that this is a commercial
customs
this thing. And I showed them all the newspaper article. They said this time we will allow you, but next time you should think about some other mode of doing something. So then I said that I will go and meet the consul general. I went and met the consul general. I put this thing is that like I want to do this, and for doing goodness there is a need. He said that actually customs has got its own rules and regulations, and we have to abide by that. So then I came to door-to-door cargo. Door-to-door cargo, which is one this thing you can send to your any known person or this thing, whatever is required, but it should be a mixed cargo. It can be one item which is there. So I started collecting toys, uniforms, various things which is there, and then I started doing that.
You didn't have to do the customs import.
There is a free limit available for that. When you are, it is 40 to 100 kilos you can send at a time. It is a door-to-door cargo. It reaches them. The door-to-door cargo people clear everything through the customs.
Okay.
So it goes through the customs clearance.
You had the willingness to do it. Okay. Yeah. Now let's break that down and understand how you reached out to so many people. And how did you spread the message? How did you collect it?
Do not waste anything. Before throwing out anything, you say that whether somebody else can use that. So one small idea actually, like when you put that and there's a team working which is there, which happens. Any idea, I will say that you all got idea. Yeah. Throw to me. We will definitely see whether that can work out. Yeah. Actually, one fine morning, I felt is that I can give to 100,000 children on a single day. This was the thought came to me. But everybody said is that whatever you are doing are all unique. So it should come in a record. And I thought that why not Guinness World Record?